Speaking of markets, we've done a lot of speaking about markets today, but I kind of want to take the topic of ownership away from as being that as serious as like organizations and corporate structures and my future as somebody who needs to live. Now we've all been seeing a PS5 stuff going around,
the PlayStation 5 debacle.
Yeah, debacle that's been going on the socials, and I'm just gonna put out there thing. If you buy your man PlayStation 5,
don't ask questions. You know the answer to.
I'm doing it for the audience. If you buy your man PS5, who owns it?
You lot haven't seen the tweet. Somebody tweeted your girl after she buys you a PlayStation 5 and put the video of Bobby Shaw.
Well, for my wife.
Yeah. Oh, your big head on ya. Even when you're dead on ya. Forget what he said on ya.
Yeah.
You're my sole possession. If I get you a PlayStation 5, is it fair to say I own you? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's not very PlayStation 5 of him.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's not very PS5 of him, you know?
I feel like just like, that behavior wasn't very PS5, bro.
I just think sometimes, like, this thing can be unplugged anyway. This thing can be unplugged. My thing is, you don't have to get your man a PlayStation 5. I'm just putting it out there. For those of you who have been shaking in your boots because it's a topic, social discourse and all of that, you do not have to get that man a PlayStation 5. And guess what? Yeah, if you don't, nothing's going to happen. I'm just here to tell.
There'll be consequences.
No, there won't be serious consequences.
Serious consequences. There will be.
No, seriously. For those of you who are young and watching, don't get that man a PlayStation 5. The chances are he doesn't deserve it. Who are you going to believe, me or him?
Even if he's not your man. Even if he's just someone you used to talk to. How about, just get him the PlayStation 5.
No one's getting him a PlayStation 5.
It's so crazy. Nobody's getting him a PlayStation.
Ain't nobody getting you no PlayStation.
I am under duress.
Even your sisters aren't getting you a PlayStation 5. I, for one, will not be spending that cash. But I'm saying, like, in all honesty, you don't have to do that. But if you do choose to do it, I think you should be able to unplug it, mate.
I don't. What you said earlier, she must have said something like, how dare you neglect me with a gift I bought you.
Yeah, make it make sense.
What?
Make it make sense.
You said you're not going to use the
You're not
gift.
going to use the gift that I got you to neglect me.
Is it really neglecting, or is it just having some time to myself?
It depends on what it is, innit? Like, do you like the kinds of guys that like to play video games?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Like,
you have to know the guy that you're with. If you know he likes to play video games, then you already know what you're getting yourself into. If you get him a console with which he's going to play those games, he's going to use it to, continue with that passion that he has for playing games at his age.
That passion at his age.
At his age, the passion he has to play games at his age, that's what he's going to use the PlayStation for. However, if you know that you're not dating somebody who cares about that kind of stuff, you're not going to be feeling like you need to chime in on that conversation. Because there are guys who don't play games. They simply don't. And to be completely honest, it's not like you have to use your PlayStation to play games. You can watch stuff, you know what I mean? You can use it for the internet. But for the most part, you don't need to spend $4.50 to watch things if you've already got a TV. Do you know what I mean?
But them niggas that aren't playing video games, ladies, ask yourself this question. What's he using that extra time for? What's he using that extra time for? This is my thing. Like, you're a nigga that plays on consoles, whether it be PlayStation, Xbox, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So I believe in people having hobbies. So as much as I say don't use your hobby to neglect me, just generally don't neglect me. I really just don't do that. There's no need, but you can have your time. But I believe in people having hobbies, and I think for a lot of men say that women don't have any hobbies, but I think that we do. I'm not getting into this conversation.
I think we do. You don't have to. I think we do, but I think if we're looking at if we're looking at like what the average, I guess, London, I'm not even going to speak about other countries, but what the average guy in London between the ages of 18 and 38, see how they don't change, 38, like to spend their time doing, is either watching football, playing football, or playing a game within which they either watch football or play football. Some of them like basketball, so they'll be using it for, you know, NBA. Other people NBA. Like, you know, boxing. Like, the whole men and sports thing, obviously, it's not individual to just men, and there are so many female gamers, so there's that too. But if you know that somebody that you're with likes games, like, take it like that.
My toxic masculinity trait would be if my girl can beat me at like video games.
Then what?
I'd be uncomfortable.
Would you?
You see how I said I'd be cool with the whole wage thing? That's fine. You make your money, baby. But
well, don't beat you at a game. If
you come to my house, my mum's made you jollof, and you beat me at FIFA, go home. I'm getting. You know, I was gonna say I'll get you a boat. You get yourself a boat, and you take your ass home, and think about what you've done.
Is it because it's in your turf, though?
If I went to her house and she could tell me to go home. Imagine if this is my girl, yeah, just a girl I'm linking, and I've gone to her crib. Before whatever, you start playing video games, and she beats me.
Yeah.
She has full legislation to tell me to take my ass home. And
if you beat her and she says, "No, I'm sending you home because you came to my house and beat me at a video game."
She wouldn't do that, man.
But this is what I'm saying. So do you realise how ridiculous what you're saying sounds?
See, I'm saying I think it's realistic. Anyway.
I think it's toxic. I think it's ridiculous.
That's fine.
But I don't know. I think
waving the flag.
Oh, piss off. My thing with gifts though, I really do believe if you give me a gift, it's mine. I'm so sorry. I don't believe in that. Oh, I gave her a Mac and I want it back. Like, I know somebody who dated a guy, right? And when they broke up, he was asking her for the iPad that he bought her back.
That's nuts.
And I said to her, if you give him that iPad back, I'm coming to your house to slap your face, because you don't have to give him anything back that he gave to you as a gift. What you don't get to do is gift people things you don't really want them to have. You're gifting somebody something, but it's contingent on whether or not you're in a relationship with them. You should have thought about that before you gave it to me. I'm gonna tell you for free, if you've given me anything ever, you're never getting it back. I'd rather burn it than give it back to you, because what are you doing? You have no shame if you ask a girl for something that you gave her back.
I agree to an extent.
Unless she wants to give it back to you.
Nah, I think if I got you like a car or something, I'm taking that shit back, bro.
You're not gonna get someone a car and take it back.
I'm not. But I'm saying I understand why someone would be like, yeah, no.
Don't give me a car if you're broke.
Give me that shit back. Nah.
I feel like doing that just shows that you didn't really do it from your heart anyway. I don't think anything you give somebody from the bottom of your heart you'll take back, truly. I really don't.
I think it depends on the way you end.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't think so.
If I bought you I don't know. I'm not in this position. All of these are hypothetical, because I don't have a car myself, let alone buying somebody a car. But if I buy you a range,
so what? You bought her the range. You had the piece for the range.
And you did the dirty on me, leaving me. Nah, dipping out on me in your range.
Already.
Fam got what she needed. I guess you giving me that car back because I'm taking the range back. If I was in that position, I take the range back. What are you doing?
You're keeping it. You're keeping it. Nah. And personally, I don't even want. You sat there. I don't want that car. For me, yeah, I just really don't believe in giving people things I'm ever going to want back. I don't believe in that.
To be honest,
I don't believe in that.
That's why I would never give somebody a car.
Like, okay. Fair enough. Give me a car though if you want. Like, if you want to give me a car, get me a car. Like, but don't expect it back if we don't speak anymore. That makes no sense to me. But you will find people who will want to give you those things back. Do you get what I mean? There are people who will be like, I'm done with this person. I want it. You can take your kids. You can take all the cards. You can take, do you know what I mean? They'll throw your stuff back at you because they're done. But I'm not that type of person. Like, if you give me something, I'm keeping it. And if I give you something, I'm expecting you to keep it. If you like, sell it. But don't think you're going to give me something and you're going to get it back because we're done. I'm not doing that. I'm so sorry. Unless the thing is yours. That's different. So if, for example, I was with somebody and we weren't together anymore, but I had their Mac or something that I was using, but it was never mine. It wasn't necessarily gifted to me, but it was like lent to me. I'll give that back to you. I'm not going to keep your computer. But if you bought me a Mac for my birthday while we're in a relationship, you're not going to say to me, I want the Mac back. Are you absolutely out of your mind? I'll smash it in front of you.
Nah, that's crazy.
I'll smash it.
That's crazy. That's not,
like, because since we're both crazy, Since we're both, because you're moving very mad to have the absolute audacity to ask me back the effrontery of it all. For you to ask me for something that you got me as a present. Absolutely not. I hear it still. You're not getting that back. I'm so sorry. And I wasn't raised like that. Like, I wasn't raised to be giving people things that I would be taking back as soon as they act up. Like, you know that photo of the video of T.I. from ATL where he's like, oh, he gives my shit. Stuff like that. I think that's wild. Nah, I don't know. And Thingy was doing that to Ilira Galore. What? P is a psycho when he suspended her engagement ring.
Oh, no. That's one thing I was thinking about. Wild. If I gave you an engagement ring and we break up, give me back the ring. I think she should give it back though. That one you have to give me back the ring.
That was a fight. He wasn't like they weren't breaking up. He was suspending her bags and stuff, her handbags. It's like, oh, you're acting up. I'm taking that Birkin for today. I'm not your child. You don't get to punish me. I'm so sorry. I don't believe in that. So she said, no, I'm acting up. So today, like the tweet that I showed you today.
It's really like arguing.
Is that the tweet I showed you today?
Which one?
Oh, the one that I got DM'd and it was like, what's the pettiest thing you've done to your significant other? Yeah. I've done many, but my top 10 would have to be hiding my girl's ID so she couldn't go out with her friends. Like, I'm so sorry. That is punishment. You're not going to do that to me. You're not going to do that to me.
That's so funny, fam.
Do you know how wild that is?
That's so funny. And then what was the thing they put underneath it? You defo locked her in the...
No, her friend came and said you defo locked her in the bathroom and made her miss her driving test. He said there's two sides to every story. Now,
do you know how nuts that is?
I read that and I said,
oh my days.
Honey, it sounds like an abusive relationship to me.
Yeah, that is the
very concerning. Very funny, but very concerning. Yeah. And I just think that kind of stuff, like,
her driving so she can't leave.
Basically, she can't. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but I don't like that stuff. Don't hide my things. Don't. There's no need for that. It belongs to me. Don't do that. I don't like it. Nope. And I'll never support it. And none of my friends can tell me that they did that to somebody, and I'll be like, fine. I proper don't support that either way around. My girls can't tell me they took something that belonged to the person that they're with and they hid it.
I can't remember any gift a girl has. Actually, no, I have. Yeah, I was about to lie. I was about to say any girl I've spoken to, like a gift that I've kept. I've kept the gifts that they give me.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with them? Throw them in the bin. But I do sometimes not want to wear or use something that's been given to me by somebody who I don't mess with.
See, that's why boys don't really have that problem. I guess no, they do, but more time it's like it was bought. If it's a guy thing, it was bought for you, like for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, but I've stopped wearing stuff that's been bought for me.
Pardon me. But I mean, you lot more so have to have that awkward conversation with somebody of, let's say you wear a jumper that was a guy you used to chat to's jumper. Now it's like, do you keep that jumper?
That's different though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Boys wouldn't be in that position because there's no way you could leave no girl's thing is gonna fit me unless I'm dating a girl that's 6 foot like me and the same build as me. Nothing she wears is going to fit me, and I wouldn't wear anything of hers anyway.
But I'm not even talking about when it's like, oh, so and so's hoodie that I still have. I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. But that's the thing I want to talk about. What I want to ask you on.
Okay.
Like, do you think that's mad?
What, to keep wearing something that you got from somebody else?
Yeah.
What, that you were in a romantic relationship with? Are you, like, now that you're in a new relationship?
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. It doesn't have to be. It depends on, like, I guess your dynamic with the person that you're with and whether or not they actually care about that stuff. Because believe it or not, some men don't give a toss. Some men don't give a toss. But I'll be honest, I'm not wearing a jersey with my ex's name on the back. I don't represent that dude. Do you get what I'm saying? That's more my thing as to why
I don't rep that squad.
I don't rep that set. That's more why I personally wouldn't do it. But equally, I can see why somebody that I'm with might think, you still wear his name chain? Like, I don't know. Like, that kind of stuff is a bit sentimental. So I feel like if you're holding on to the sentiment, it does seem like you're holding on to the person. And if you are, you gotta check yourself. Yeah, why?
I would like to think I'm quite a secure person with a relationship. But those are the type of things I'm just like.
But why? But more time, people don't have valid reasons.
You get what I mean? It's just ask somebody, why? why? Like, why are you like? I don't get that. You can say it's comfortable. Throw it in the bin. That's my personal standpoint. Like that type of stuff.
My thing is, you don't need to. I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for all the things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look through your wardrobe of be like, oh yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for the things that I've been given by a person. If it's at the forefront and I know, yo, this is here and I'm never going to wear it again, then I can obviously throw it in the bin. I'm not going to go through my wardrobe. I need to find that shirt. I'm sure he gave me a shirt I haven't seen. I'm not going to look for it to throw it in the bin to make somebody else feel comfortable. If I don't know where it is, then I don't know where it is. Same way, if, for example, like I'm not going to keep pictures of me and an ex-person on my phone immediately. However, I'm not going to go through my camera roll in real time as soon as I start speaking to someone to make sure, there's no remnants of this person that I dated at this point in my lifetime. Like, I'm not going to do that. If I know the pictures are there, I'll go and delete the pictures. If I don't know the pictures, if I'm not certain that there's this in the 22nd of March, there was a bit, like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to feel pressure to delete somebody's existence from my past. However, I'm not going to be indulging, I'm on my phone doing, wow, what a time. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that.
You and me. But I have two things I want to say. The first being, people will think, girls, if I've spoken to a girl or whatever, they'll think, like this, I don't let girls wear my hoodies and stuff in it, like in my jumpers. I'm not
Why?
going to do it. Because, and this is what I'm saying, people think I'm mad because it's like, why would you let her wear your jumper? I'm thinking of, no, that's what I was going to say is going to be crazy. I can't even say that. What I was going to say is I'm doing the next nigga a favor in terms of like, you don't have to go through that whole complicated argument because you don't have my jumper's not there to anyway. But most I just do it because I like having my own things in it. I like me holding on to stuff. But yeah, if I was in that position, which I haven't been in, I feel like I'd be frustrated. That was the first thing I was going to say. Didn't make much sense because I had to change everything I was going to say because it was going to be crazy. But the second part of that is, would you keep pictures of you in a past relationship?
What kind of pictures?
Just
pictures of me and somebody?
Yeah, and an ex.
No. You don't need to.
Do you feel like let me hear an answer. Do you feel like it's okay to do that though?
I think it completely depends on the type of person you are. For me personally, it's needless. I've been told, don't delete pictures, like that.
Because if that person dies, like I think this is wood. Touch wood. If that person dies, then that's like your only like thing that you have with them. Granted, because I don't know if that person would have kept pictures or not. That's all I can talk about is what I have in it.
I don't think you have to delete photos. But if you don't, I don't think you should be surprised if somebody who you're with now
has an issue,
has an issue, is bothered by it. Like, I don't think you should be surprised. As I say, I've never been the type to be like, well, going on a deleting spree. Like, I've never been the type, so I'm not necessarily going to go to. Equally, like, I did make albums with several individuals, so I'm not going to go through and be like, oh yeah, these are all the pictures I need to delete.
Yeah.
But for me personally, if I know what I think are going to be the best things for me, some people, for them, is blocking people's numbers. I don't need to block your number. I don't think there are
drunk off the Henny and start.
I'm not going. Do you know the people who I've had to block? I'm not drunk texting nobody. It's me that's receiving calls. That's why your number's blocked.
Yeah, I have to do niggas like that. Yeah, I have to do niggas like that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or like people are preaching too much. Like you're spending time on my page. That's why you're blocked. You're a pest at this point. Those are only types of people I block. I'm not gonna block you because I don't speak to you anymore. I don't need to block you unless you're hounding me. In the same way, I don't need to go through and angrily delete your pictures or like burn cards you've got for me. I don't need to do that, but I'm not gonna be cherishing them. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, would I be pressed if I found a photo of somebody that I'm with that they have on their phone all the way up in their camera roll at 2016? No, because clearly you don't delete pictures because you still have stuff from 2016. Do you get what I'm saying? However, is it going to bother me if that photo is being found in 2020 and it's in your it's private hidden album? Like, that's going to be strange to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Or if you even collect that. Some people are weird, you know. People have like albums of all the people that they've been. I don't like that stuff. Like, but
this is.
I don't like that.
I feel like stuff like this is kind of more like prevalent with social media, because if you have pictures, let's say you have photo albums, and
people have people's parents have photos of their exes.
With exes,
yeah.
Like, and it's not weird because it's like it's a photo album. So I'd say more so girls. I don't really know man that have photo albums like that. But if you do, I'm not judging. It's just I don't really know niggas that do that. But more so, if you have if you want to keep a picture of your ex sacred, you heard it here on TwinPodcast first. Get a photo album, print them pictures out, stick them weird. Inside the photo album,
that's even stranger.
Just say you have photo albums if you want to reminisce, and that's what you can do. Heartbreak anniversary.
I think to an extent I agree, because photo albums are like that. Like, you lot's mums have pictures with their boyfriends and your dads have pictures with their girlfriends. That's not weird. But I think that it's made weird if the person finds it weird. And it's made weird because now the person that you're with cares, so it's a problem. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? But then
why is that? They are the ones. Why is it only a problem once they make it a problem?
Because you didn't care. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's just like, why'd you have to care about this, you nincompoop?
Like, if you're untouched by it, it's not a problem because you don't care and you're not seeing it as anything. And I do think that some people do have that level of like nonchalance where it's just like, yeah, but I have pictures with my friends that I don't talk to, so what's the difference? And to an extent I get it.
Then
but
I wasn't kissing you though.
But don't let me catch you looking at photos of you and your ex. Like, that makes no sense. But then it's a question of, if you're not going to look at it, then why is it there?
Exactly. It's just there because I
what?
still like it. Like, nah, man.
Because what? Do you get what I'm saying? But then equally, maybe we should be questioning our parents for having photo albums with photos of their exes in there. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe people in their 60s now were fighting about this 30 years ago. Why do you have his picture on your photo album though? What? It's not your yearbook. Like, why is his photo there? Maybe they were fighting about this, but we don't know.
Bust the yearbook thing. I went to all boys school, so if you just see a random picture of a girl just like stuck to the side of it, just know. Just know.
Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It's not as weird as it seems.
Oh, on the whole photo album thing, even though I said people don't really do it, I actually promote. Pardon?
I have photo albums.
Yeah, like I actually prompt people to do that, because digital stuff, like the stuff that came out clean on a website on your Facebook in 2007 looks pixelated as hell now.
It's not dropping well.
So it's like when you say you want to reminisce on pictures and stuff, it's gonna come out bare blurry, looking like a Pac-Man game. So if you're a sentimental person like that and you do care about pictures and stuff, I say print them and then like get them put in photo albums, just because the quality of it will last longer, and then you can do stuff like what our parents do, like show us pictures from when they were younger, or like weddings when I wasn't born yet and stuff like that.
I have photo albums, so I print my photos, not only because I take film photos, so I kind of have to develop them or have them scanned, but I use an app. This is not an ad, called Free Prints. This is not an ad. But basically you get a number of free photos that you can print. They get sent to your house and you basically only pay for the delivery, which is like £1 something. I think you get like 36 every month. So I pick like my best and favourite photos of that month. Sometimes relevant if I've gone on holiday. If not, it's like when I've gone out and I'm like, this is the type of picture you show your youths. Then I print that, have it sent, and then I stick them down in a plain like scrapbook that I got from Kiki, also not an ad. I don't mean to free promo, but this is what I do. But yeah, that's what I do because I want to be able to keep my photos. And when I've gone through my photo albums, there's hella memories in there. Some people irrelevant now, like not bare to be honest, because no new friends. But equally, some new friends. You know what I'm saying? And some people that I just don't really see anymore or don't physically hang out with, even though I speak to them, that kind of stuff. But you have the memories. You have the memories, and you should be allowed to do that. And the photos look as good as they're always going to look because I printed them when they were taken. Who knows where our phones are going to get to in X amount of years, because just when we were in school, looking back 10 years ago, only 10 years ago, by the way, like, people were still using what? Sony Ericsson Walkman phones. The pictures were not slapping. Blackberries, the pictures were not slapping.
Weren't even big enough.
But right now, like, so far, most of the cameras have the same number of megapixels, no matter how many lenses, etc. It stayed the same for a bit. If and when that is too advanced,
your pictures are gonna look weird.
Your old pictures aren't gonna look good. Your old pictures, even on newer phones, don't look the same because of the display quality.
Even new pictures that like look, or new visuals or something. Like, have you guys tried watching something in 480p, like
720?
720, like, now it's starting to come a little bit.
It's crap.
It's coming to the.
It needs to be 1080.
It's looking a bit weird, crazy now.
I can't watch that.
Whereas, like, even 480 before, is it 480 or 420? I can't remember. It used to be like very like calm. Like, that's you know what, the Wi-Fi's acting up. I got the 420, but now it hurts my eyes, bro.
Everything needs to be high def, and you notice the difference.
Yeah.
If you've ever tried to compress visuals or anything like that, you can see when the quality is better. So just take it, like, you know, when people say, take a picture, it lasts longer. It literally does.
Yeah. Take a picture and print it.
It literally does when you print it.
What I was thinking of, when you were not shouting those places out, but saying those places, it would have been really nice for our anniversary episode if we had thought of like different black businesses to talk about, or like to promo.
We could do that for our next one.
Yeah, I feel like it'll lose the sting of it being like an anniversary, because we've got to a year. We want to help out. We want to shout out the rest of you though.
It's still going to be a year next week.
Exactly. You're right, still. We can do that.
Still going to be a year next week. It might be you lot's Christmas present, your Thanksgiving gift. 2 weeks from now, next month, it still would have only been a year and a month, basically. In
fact, if you have like I really wanted to do this thread. I think I did it before, but niggas didn't really care. But if you reply in the comments of this, or whatever, however you're listening or watching this, like,
holler at us. We leave our socials, so if you don't want to do it publicly, you can literally DM us
and just show us.
Send us a screenshot or a link to your business,
and if we rate it, we'll shout it out.
Do you know what I mean? Depending on how many there are, we may not do all of them, but we'll try our best to show the ones that we find to be things that our listeners may want to hear about or see. And we might leave you lots of links. Like, we're trying to help. So,
and just to end the whole ownership of things, another point that Dame Dash made was,
you love Dame, huh?
Just from the interview, was actually very insightful. But just from what he said is, like, we need to start helping each other and seeing that each other can, like, get to places with each other, and not just these big corporations or brands or whatever. Like what Patricia Bright was saying, like, she said that she
was offering a 10k grant to start a business.
Okay.
But she said £10,000 cash. That's not what she was offering.
Yeah.
Which is why people jumped on her. But there are some people putting those things out there to try and help companies, awards, ceremonies.
Yeah, there's like so many, like, search all of the stuff. Even government do like free funds, or like No Signal got a grant from someone for like even just I can't remember what it was. They're gonna teach them how to do like a lot of the radio stuff, and plus like £10,000 or something like that, or £1,000.
Enter the competitions, by the way, because the babe that won Molly May's giveaway, I think the babe was Ghanaian, and I feel like that's a win for all of us.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, she's a mother and a wife. She's about 30 years old, as per her Instagram. And shout out to Joyce, who won Molly May's giveaway, because if you don't enter, you can't win. I didn't enter, and because I didn't think it was likely that I would win, but I could have if I
like
entered.
The fact that she's a grown woman as well.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of stuff you see is like for teens and stuff that win.
Yeah.
But I rate that, especially congrats to her and having her youth and stuff as well. Like,
it's amazing.
Top picks.
So this time, because it's an anniversary episode, you guys are actually getting way more top picks than usual. So from each of us, you're getting 5 instead of 3, which will equate to 10 top picks. We are consistently updating the top picks playlist. He's laughing
more than one social.
Because I have finally updated it on Apple Music for my Apple Music gang.
Yeah,
what up?
I'm the Spotify lot.
And Dens has been updating it for the Spotify lot. So obviously, whichever streaming platform you use to listen to music, those two.
Yeah, we don't have Pandora.
We don't have those other
Tidal.
things, you know. So we're making the podcast on the streaming platforms that we both have access to. So if you use Apple Music or you use Spotify, you don't have to run when you hear the top picks to go and search them. You don't have to try and look for them yourself. They will be on and involved in the playlist when the episode is out. Okay? All right. So, you got your 5 top picks?
Do you have yours?
Yeah, I do.
You can
I'm
go
on
first.
the ball for once. Okay. Why has it been so long? Why has it been where have you been? This is not one of my top picks, but I was listening to it on the way here and dancing with my headphones in as you do. And my first top pick is going to be by an artist who right now, their YouTube video is absolutely blowing up, and I couldn't be more proud because we love a London artist. We stan. It is Mads with Love Me. That's Love Me, L-U-V, Love Me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you don't know I listen to Mads quite a bit, so shout out to Mads. Right now, that is going to be one of my top picks. My second top pick, if you have been watching my vlogs, you'll know that I've been talking about this album, but PJ Morton released a gospel album. Did you know his father was a pastor? Anyway, his father was a pastor. So he's released a gospel album called Gospel According to PJ, which is so amazing, so breathtaking. And my second top pick is PJ Morton with Repay You featuring J Moss. Now, if you want that soul shaking, room breaking, what is
Love me.
No, man. What's his face say? William McDowell. Chains are broken, bondage is broken.
Oh, I don't know that part. Unrestrained.
Yeah, unashamed. Send in the rain, that type of vibe, then you're gonna love the gospel according to PJ. But that is Repay You by PJ Morton featuring J Moss. My third top pick is gonna be by Black, aka Six Lack, which is what some of you lot call him because the B is a 6, and it is Long Nights. I got really, really into this song when I listened to Mikai's Elite Side Music playlist, which is very much an elite playlist on Apple Music. So Long Nights by Black. My fourth top pick is going to be Big Sean with Body Language. I believe this is featuring
Janae
Aiko
Ty Dolla $ign.
And Ty Dolla $ign. He said it before I said it, and it's my top picks. But yeah, I've been listening to Detroit, I believe it's called.
Yeah,
Detroit 2. And it's all right, innit? Like, I don't have a lot to say about it right now. I think I need to give it a few more listens. But I did really enjoy that song, so that's on my top picks list. And last but not least, my babes. I want him in the studio. I want him in this studio. It is Bryson Tiller with Always Forever.
You like that song?
I like that song. I like that song.
To it yesterday.
I've listened to it a few times now.
It grew on me as
so I'm starting to like it more. But that's made it to my top picks. I did like Inhale.
Mm-hmm. I like that song.
I think Inhale I like more. It's very like authentic R&B. If you get what I mean. Ooh, tasty. It would have been Inhale, but I wasn't sure if I had already put that somewhere else. So yeah, it's gonna be Bryson Tiller with Always Forever, and those are my top picks for today.
That was 5, yeah?
That was 5.
Cool. My top picks are the first one is Baby Keem Hooligan.
Not Baby Keem.
That guy is so lit when he wants to be. Sometimes he makes some tunes, but Hooligan.
Don't look at me
this
like
nigga's,
that.
Somebody's whistling in the beat, bro. I'm just like, come on. My second top pick is Che Ekru with Who Cares.
Okay, I'm not heard
That
this.
tune is lit. It's sad, but it's lit.
Okay.
My third top pick is Javon with Girl from Bahia featuring Jay Warner.
I have his time, Jevon.
Yeah, both people that listen to that. If you listen to Wretch's catalog, they're both like in places on it. My fourth is Rima with Corny. Corny, Corny. Fam, that tune is lit. And
Rima is so good.
Fam, and my fifth and final pick. We could be kissing and hugging and teasing life in Miami.
Adekunle Gold.
Fam.
Edgy baby.
You still your baby. Yeah. Adekunle Gold with something different.
Something different.
My other friend, Precious. I have so many friends called Precious.
Which is a bit mad.
Check out YouTube. Check out both their YouTubes. Oh my God. Why are they both do YouTube? Yeah. Check out Precious, Dammy.
Have you ever seen the two of them in the same room?
Shut up. You're dumb. I think this is Latoya and Mike. But yeah, she put me on to this tune and it's so good. Like,
it's literally something different.
It's literally something different. I listen to it all the time, like in different places.
I think Adekunle Gold is so spiritual with it.
Fam. I listen to this in different places. Like I listen to it in the gym. It's kind of like hit different. I couldn't make that one of them. But
I can't believe we haven't put Hit Different in there.
I thought it was
bonus track.
Fam,
Hit Different and Inhale are your bonus tracks.
Fam, they slap. What the hell?
Those are your bonus tracks. You got 6 from each of us.
Hit Different is whoa.
It hits different.
These tunes are serious. But yeah, again, we always say this all the time, but we have to because we're appreciative people, and that's the way niggas was raised.
We just want to say thank you so much for continuing to rock with us for a whole year. Like, we've been saying it since the very first episode, but we're always so overwhelmed by all the love, all the support, and just you lot listening and enjoying. We obviously want to hear what you lot have to say, so shout us on the socials. We're here, we respond, we're nice people.
Yeah.
And thank you for all of you lot who have been DMing us, who have been sending your suggestions, talking to us about the topics in real life, because this is real life stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys forever.
For real, like so appreciative. It's a year, fam. It's actually a year.
A whole year of you listening to two Ghanaian youths from the ends talk.
Fam, word. If you're a new listener, thank you for popping in. If you've been rocking with us from the beginning, thank you for rocking with us for the beginning. First and last time listeners, appreciate you. But yeah, but your boy Denz.
Shgal X.
And you've been listening and watching
TwinPodcast.
I really hope I don't get a cold from this.
Where did you mean?
Let me live, nigga.
If you get a cold, that's your business.